This is the Samsung Galaxy A35, and I'll say if you're in the market for a decent mid-range device, don't buy this device without watching this video. As a matter of fact, this might not be the device for you, and I'll explain why. Now let's get started. In every bit of way, I feel like the A35 is the rebadged or renamed A54. Hold on, not in a bad way. The A35 carries almost everything found on the A54. So you're literally getting the A54 in some sort of way, in a new body. Starting with the design and build quality, similar to the A55 I reviewed a few days ago. By the way, I'll have links to that video in the description box in case you missed it. The A35 carries same minimalist design seen on all recently launched Samsung Galaxy smartphones. And just like the A54, the frame is made from plastic while the back is made from glass. If you choose to go with the awesome navy color that I have here, you're going to have to wipe it every now and then because it attracts smudges and fingerprints a lot. At 6.6 inches, the A35 is slightly wider than the Galaxy A54, making it slightly uncomfortable to hold in one hand. However, I love how minimal and clean the whole design looks and the overall build quality. It just feels special. And just like the rest of the A series, the A35 comes in 4 colors, which are ice blue, lilac, and awesome navy, which is what I have here. With an IP67 rating, the A35 is built to withstand water splash and dust. It can be submerged in water for up to 30 minutes and in a depth of 1 meter, which is great. For the external features, on top of the device, we have a single microphone and a SIM slot that can either take 2 SIM cards without a micro SD card or a single SIM with a micro SD card. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys. Then at the bottom, we have a cutout for the speaker, a USB Type-C charging port, and a dual microphone. At the back of the device, we have a 3-camera setup. We have a 50 megapixels main camera, an 80 megapixels ultra-wide camera, and a 5 megapixels macro lens. As you can see here, the 50 megapixels camera is an upgrade from its predecessor. That's the A34. Now let's move on to the display. The Samsung Galaxy A35 comes with a 6.6 inches 1080p Super AMOLED display with 120Hz high refresh rate. It is protected with the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. This time, instead of a U-shaped notch, it uses a punch hole display. The display houses a 13 megapixel selfie camera. I actually love how sharp and colorful the display is. Everything appears decent and contrasty enough. With up to 1000 nits of peak brightness, using it outdoor is not an issue at all. You can see clearly even in harsh lighting conditions. Watching YouTube videos, TikTok, and general media consumption on this device is super amazing. It has vibrant colors, deep blacks, and wide viewing angles. When it comes to display, I have absolutely nothing to complain about here. The A35 comes with an in-display fingerprint scanner or under-display fingerprint scanner, and it is fast. It is not as snappy as I might like it to be, but it is fast enough. The speakers on the A35 are very impressive. They sound super amazing with impressive bass level and mids. Since it uses a stereo system, it has a balanced sounding effect. It makes gaming and watching videos fun on this device. Now let's talk about specs and performance. The Samsung Galaxy A35 comes with either 6 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of storage. This time, Samsung ditched the MediaTek processor found on its predecessor in favor of in-house Samsung's own Exynos 1380 5nm octa-core CPU, which is the same processor found on the Samsung Galaxy A54 from last year. And just like the A54, the performance on the A35 is super impressive. This thing has got some punch. It is very fast and responsive. Scrolling is fast, opening app is fine, multitasking, and the overall performance is impressive. As you can see on the Geekbench results, these are respective numbers for a mid-range device. The 120Hz high refresh rate on here makes scrolling super fast and responsive. I played Call of Duty Warzone on 60 frame rate and medium graphics settings, and the gameplay was good. To my surprise, the A35 played Call of Duty Warzone better than the A55 I reviewed a few days ago. Throughout the gameplay, the device stayed slightly warm but not too hot. Meanwhile, on the A55, the device was too hot. It makes the game so uncomfortable to play on that device. But everything just works here. So far, performance on the A35 is very impressive, and I've never experienced any performance drop. For software, the Samsung Galaxy A35 is running on the latest One UI 6.1 on top of Android 14. Most of the features found on the S series have been brought over to its mid-range smartphones. which is a good thing. The UI is fluid with smooth animation. It feels fast and very responsive. I really love how clean and minimal the whole UI looks. It just makes the experience feel slightly better than anything else out there. Another impressive thing about the A35 is that you're going to get 4 years of Android software update and 5 years of security update. The A35 also comes with Samsung Knox security, which adds extra layer of security, meaning your A35 is fully secure at all times. Now let's talk about the 3 cameras on the back of this smartphone. Without a doubt, the main camera captures images with abundant details and contrast. Images from this device are remarkably impressive, especially when taken in a well-lit environment. It has decent dynamic range, punchy colors and accurate exposure. They look pleasant to the naked eyes. You get well-balanced image, and I was so impressed with the portrait images, especially when it comes to details and edge detection. The background blur was spot on, leaving the subject properly exposed. The ultra-wide images look good too, but it lacks detail, and most times the images appear soft and the colors are not consistent, as you can see here. Now for selfies, the 13 megapixel selfie camera shows that high megapixels count isn't everything. The images look sharp and detailed. Dynamic range was spot on as well, and the overall image quality looks great. Now when it comes to video, the A35 is able to capture up to 4K 30 frames per second with no video stabilization. If you want your footage stabilized, you have to tweak it down to 1080p. The footage looks pretty decent and sharp, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the front-facing camera of the Samsung Galaxy A35. I'm currently shooting in 4K 30 frames per second, and guys, this is looking really good. What do you guys think? I like the skin tone right here. Check out the dynamic range. This is amazing. It looks great. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, now moving on to battery, the Samsung Galaxy A35 comes with a 5000 mAh and it is rock solid. It can comfortably last the entire day on a single charge, which should be more than enough for most people. Guys, the battery of the A35 offers an amazing endurance, and that's what you want in a modern smartphone. You won't find a charger in the box of this smartphone apart from the cable, and the device only supports 25-watt charging speed, which may seem sluggish compared to what the competition is offering. Have it in mind that if you're considering this device, you have to churn out extra cash to get a charger, as this doesn't come with one. In conclusion, I'm really impressed with the performance, build quality and the overall experience of the Samsung Galaxy A35. Its sleek design and vibrant display makes it a worthy contender in its price range. If you're choosing to go with the A35, you're going to get a similar experience found on last year's A54. In fact, if you can find the A54 cheaper, I'll say go with that device. Recently, Samsung has slashed the prices on all its devices, and right now you can buy the A35 for just 305,000 naira for the base model. So as you can see, this still offers a lot of value. The cameras are up there with the A55 and it is the same experience with the A54. Personally, the sweet spot for me is the A35. But I'll say if you can find last year's A54 slightly cheaper than this, I would advise you to go with that one, because even though this A35 and A54 from last year carries almost the same thing, there are still something on the A54 that are slightly better than this device. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy A35 stands as a commendable choice for those seeking a reliable mid-range smartphone with a balance of features and performance. So that is it guys, my in-depth review of the Samsung Galaxy A35. What do you guys think? Kindly share your own thoughts with me in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, kindly give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and I guess I'll talk to you in the very next one. Bye bye.